Hello and welcome to another edition of Lab Matters, a webcast from Kaspersky Lab. My guest today is Denis Maslennikov. Welcome back, Denis.
Hi.
I brought Denis back here today to talk a little bit about some new innovative, creative, malicious things he's seeing around SMS related malware. Specifically, can you start off by explaining how scams are tied to SMS messages in a very general sense, how it's done, and then we'll talk a little bit about what you're seeing now.
Well, there are several techniques used by cybercriminals in order to ask, let's say, for money from the users. And well, one of the most popular ways was SMS spam messages saying that, for example, you want a great price, please send an SMS message with the following text to the following premium rate number. Right,
and by premium rate number you mean, you have to explain this for some people in some other parts of the world that don't use premium rate numbers, is my cell phone sends a text message to a certain number and I'm charged a premium rate based on sending it to that specific number.
$5, $7, $10 per one message.
Yes. And that's a big deal in parts of Eastern Europe and Russia.
Yes, Russia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, these countries are like most, users from these countries are mostly targeted by such type of fraud. But another type of the fraud is, it is also connected with the SMS, but it is connected with these with the replenishing simple cell phone numbers.
Right.
So
prepaid.
Yes, prepaid numbers. For example, a person receives a message with the text, "Hey mom, I'm in a big trouble. Please replenish the following cell phone number for $20, for example."
Right.
So cybercriminals make a massive spam attack, massive spam message sending, and well, probably some moms or some mothers will receive the following message, and probably they will be, let's say, fooled by this message and will replenish the cell phone number.
How widespread is it? Are we seeing a lot of it, or is this just?
Yes, this type of fraud is very popular in Russia, for example, and there were examples which can describe, for example, in March after the Moscow underground bombing, after the Moscow terrorist attack, after some time we started to register and to see complaints about that people started to receive the messages with the text, "Hey mom, I'm in underground, please replenish this phone number." Or after the bombing in Domodedovo airport in Moscow, there were also like messages, "Mom, I'm in airport, please replenish the following number."
So a lot of the same techniques that we see being used around social engineering lures on the computer side, you're starting to see that replicated on mobile devices.
Popular trending topics are, let's say, they are, unfortunately, they are really popular among cyber criminals. But that's not the end of the story. So if somebody was fooled and somebody replenished the cyber criminal cell phone number for $20, it's not the end of the story, because cyber criminals, they can launder money from the cell phone number. So they can make this replenished money, they can transfer it from the cell phone number to the, let's say, bank account.
Right.
It is possible.
Right. Have you seen any sort of additional parts of this SMS money stealing,
replenishing number stealing
ecosystem where they're using like money mules and some additional people to move money around?
Yes.
Explain how that works.
Well, SMS fraud is not the only way for cybercriminals to force people to replenish the cell phone numbers. They also can use SMS Trojans, which are sending special text messages to the free premium, the free short numbers. But these messages will transfer money from the victim's infected phone to the cybercriminal's phone. And the one more type of, let's say, money replenishing is ransomware. It's one of the popularest ways. For example, your computer is blocked and you see a message on the screen saying that if you want to deblock your computer, you should replenish this cell phone number with, let's say, for $20.
Right, so the ransomware is attacking users on the desktop, on actual computers, but the money that's being
user is asked to go to the special
terminal.
terminal.
Ransom that's being asked is tied to, again, SMS replenishing.
So users should go to the terminal, to the bank, or somewhere else, and to replenish the cell phone number for $20, for example, for $30. And then there is a final part of the scheme. There are a lot of advertisements on the web, on the hackers forums, saying that, well, I'm a money mule or I'm a money launderer. For example, I can launder for you money from the cell phone number. I will take commission for about 30%, you will receive 70%. Such messages are really popular right now, so there are some money mules which can launder money from the cell phones.
Right. A lot of this, like you said earlier, is tied to Russia and some parts of Eastern Europe. Do you expect to see, a lot of this moving to other parts of the world where prepaid is a big deal, or where premium numbers, for instance, is also being used? Is it possible that these techniques can be, exported to other countries?
It is only possible and only when you can use, for example, premium rate numbers anonymously. So in Russia and Ukraine, it's
very
possible.
easy to do it here.
Right? It's like 2 clicks and you can use premium rate number with a special text. And that's the end of the story. That's why we see a lot of such activities in our country.
I want you to look at 2011. Give me your top 2 trends predictions around mobile security issues. Not necessarily mobile malware, but security issues in general. 2 things that you think we should all be looking out for as we go into
Android and vulnerabilities. Well,
Android as a platform that's...
yes, because it's a growing platform.
And the openness and everything.
Yes, everything says that we will see more malware in 2011 for Android. And the second point is our vulnerabilities, because for cybercriminals it can really become one of the most popular ways to spread malware, to infect as many smartphones or cell phones as they can. Because, for example, this autumn or this winter we saw a lot of new vulnerabilities for Android. Some vulnerabilities were discovered for iPhone. Fortunately, they weren't used by cybercriminals. But it doesn't mean that in the future they won't pay attention to such things.
Interesting. Thank you very much, Denis.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching another edition of Lab Matters, a webcast from Kaspersky Lab.